Breaking news from the Caucasus that everyone needs to hear right now. What's happening there isn't just another military movement. It's a rehearsal for something much bigger. The signs are clear, and they're disturbing. Russia has just initiated a massive military buildup at the Gümri base, and here's why that should keep you up at night. This isn't just about troops and equipment, it's about power projection in a region that's becoming a powder keg. Think about it. Why would Russia suddenly strengthen its largest overseas military base? The answer lies in what's not being reported in the mainstream media. While everyone's distracted by other global events, a strategic chess game is playing out right under our noses. Azerbaijan's recent movements aren't random. They're part of a larger pattern, and Russia's response tells us everything we need to know about what's coming next. The military specialists being deployed aren't just regular rotations. They're experts in specific types of warfare. But here's what should really worry you. The reinforcement is coming from multiple regions, from North Ossetia to Crimea. When a country mobilizes resources on this scale, it's never just a precaution, it's preparation. What we're witnessing is the formation of a new power center, and the implications are staggering. While the Western media remains silent, Russia is methodically building up its presence in a region that historically has been the flashpoint for larger conflicts. The timing is crucial. Why now? What do they know that we don't? The pattern suggests something bigger is brewing. And it's not just about regional security. It's about the complete reshaping of Eurasian power dynamics. If you're watching this from anywhere in the region, you need to understand what this means for your future. This isn't just another military exercise. It's a clear signal that the rules of the game are changing. Write in the comments where you're watching from, especially if you're in the Caucasus region. Your location matters because what's unfolding will affect different areas differently. Stay tuned, because what I'm about to reveal next exposes the real reason behind this massive military buildup, and why certain powers are trying to keep it quiet. Let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The military buildup at the Gümri base isn't just about regional presence. It's a clear message to global players who thought they could reshape the Caucasus without Russian involvement. Our intelligence suggests a coordinated attempt to diminish Russian influence, but they've severely miscalculated. The strategic importance of this move cannot be overstated. While Western analysts downplay it as routine reinforcement, the reality is far more significant. We're witnessing a complete transformation of the security architecture in the region. Multiple sources confirm unusual diplomatic activity between Azerbaijan and certain Western capitals. The timing isn't coincidental. But here's what mainstream media won't tell you. Russia's enhanced military presence serves as a stabilizing factor. The Gümri base modernization includes cutting-edge systems that fundamentally change the regional power balance. Our military experts have confirmed significant upgrades in air defense capabilities and electronic warfare systems. The pattern is clear. Every time external forces try to destabilize Russia's strategic partnerships, they encounter a swift and calculated response. Armenia's security concerns are being addressed comprehensively, while signals are being sent to those who might consider testing Russian resolve. What's particularly interesting is the reaction from Turkey and Iran. Both countries understand the implications of this military enhancement. The diplomatic channels are buzzing with activity, and our sources indicate several unannounced high-level meetings taking place behind closed doors. The question everyone's asking: who's really pulling the strings in this geopolitical chess game? The answer might surprise you. We've obtained exclusive information about certain Western intelligence operations in the region that completely changes our understanding of recent events. Share your observations in the comments, especially if you're witnessing these changes firsthand in your country. We're particularly interested in perspectives from the Caucasus region and Central Asia. But what we've uncovered about covert operations targeting Russian interests in the region, that's something that will shake the foundations of current geopolitical assumptions. Stay tuned. The truth cannot remain hidden forever. In a significant development, Russia is strengthening its military presence in the Caucasus region, sending a clear message to all regional players. The enhancement of the Gümri base represents Moscow's firm commitment to protecting both its interests and those of its allies. This move isn't about aggression. It's about maintaining the crucial balance of power in this strategically vital area. The base is being staffed according to plan, bringing in professional military specialists with extensive experience. This systematic approach ensures the creation of an effective deterrence mechanism against potential regional threats. Russia's actions strictly adhere to international agreements and arrangements with Armenia, demonstrating our commitment to legal frameworks while securing our strategic interests. Our military capabilities continue to grow through strategic personnel development. Recent reports indicate active formation of units comprising experienced servicemen stationed in key regions. Particular attention is focused on the Rostov and Volgograd regions, where professional military personnel with rich combat experience are concentrated. Crimea has emerged as another crucial training center, proving its strategic importance for securing Russia's southern borders. Military experts emphasize that this approach to unit formation maximizes the effectiveness of service experience gained across various climatic and tactical conditions. The Russian military command is currently conducting an extensive campaign to attract new volunteers. This initiative responds to the need for strengthened military presence at key points, especially considering the tense situation in the South Caucasus. Experts emphasize that this isn't merely about increasing numbers, it's about qualitative enhancement of combat units. Special attention is being paid to training specialists for modern weaponry systems. The focus remains on developing highly skilled personnel capable of operating advanced military equipment. This comprehensive approach ensures our forces maintain technological superiority while adapting to evolving security challenges. What do you think about Russia's actions in the Caucasus? Leave your point of view in the comments. I believe my viewers are thoughtful and smart. I want to hear your take. In today's analysis, we're examining a significant military development that showcases Russia's strategic vision for the future. The modern battlefield demands professionals who can masterfully operate advanced weapon systems and military equipment. This isn't just about numbers. It's about creating highly effective combat units capable of handling diverse challenges in varying conditions. Breaking news from the Caucasus region demands our attention. Russia is substantially increasing its military presence through volunteer recruitment in North Ossetia and Azerbaijan. This calculated move by Moscow clearly demonstrates its commitment to strengthening positions and ensuring long-term stability along the southern borders. The formation of new volunteer units sends a clear message to regional players about Russia's readiness to protect both its interests and those of its allies. This is particularly relevant given the complex dynamics between Armenia and Azerbaijan, where tensions continue to simmer. Some experts express skepticism about these measures' effectiveness. The key question remains: how significantly can these volunteer formations influence the regional balance of power? The Caucasus represents a complex geopolitical nexus where interests of multiple powers intersect. Turkey, Iran, and Western nations all have stakes in the game. Russia's proactive stance is evident, but success will depend on various factors: volunteer training quality, equipment standards, and rapid response capabilities in modern security challenges. This strategic enhancement could substantially alter regional power dynamics and impact overall security architecture. What's particularly noteworthy is the systematic approach to military modernization. These developments aren't happening in isolation. They're part of a broader strategy to adapt to evolving security challenges. The emphasis on professional competence and technological proficiency shows a forward-thinking approach to military development. Monitoring neighboring states' reactions and international community responses becomes crucial as these changes unfold. We're witnessing a pivotal moment in regional security architecture that could have far-reaching implications. What do you think about these developments in the Caucasus? Leave your answer in the comments. The situation in the Transcaucasus continues to heat up, revealing a complex web of contradictions between CSTO members. Russia, as the key player in the region, finds itself in a delicate position between two historical partners, Armenia and Azerbaijan. This situation requires careful analysis and understanding of the deeper geopolitical currents at play. Armenia, our longtime CSTO ally, persistently calls for more active Russian involvement in the Karabakh issue. Essentially, Yerevan wants to shift a significant portion of responsibility for protecting disputed territories onto Russian shoulders. This creates certain risks of drawing Russia into a potential conflict that could have far-reaching consequences for regional stability. Meanwhile, Azerbaijan, with whom we also have historically established partnership relations, is pursuing an increasingly independent policy. Baku is strengthening ties with Turkey and building up its military potential, clearly demonstrating readiness for decisive action on the Karabakh issue. This raises legitimate questions about the effectiveness of the current CSTO alliance format. The contradictions between organization members create serious challenges for the entire alliance. Russia must balance between different interests while maintaining its key role in the region. The Russian military base in Gümri remains a crucial factor of stability. Its reinforcement signals Moscow's serious commitment to its regional obligations and readiness to maintain the balance of power. The current situation demands a new format of interaction that will preserve stability in the Caucasus while preventing the escalation of existing contradictions. This requires sophisticated diplomatic work and all parties' willingness to compromise. The strengthening of Russian military presence serves as both a stabilizing factor and a clear message about Moscow's determination to fulfill its obligations. What do you think about this complex situation? How should Russia better build relationships with CSTO partners? Leave your point of view in the comments. I believe my viewers are thoughtful and smart experts. I want to hear your take. In today's analysis, we're examining a complex web of international relationships that reveals troubling patterns among our supposed allies. What we're seeing is a classic case of diplomatic double-dealing that deserves our attention. Some of our partners present themselves as close Russian allies in public forums, while secretly playing both sides. They're supplying weapons to forces opposing Russian interests, and simultaneously participating in oil deals with our adversaries by offering their refining capabilities. This two-faced approach has become increasingly apparent. However, there's no need for alarm. Russia maintains a position of strength, backed by substantial reserves and resources. Our nation possesses tremendous material and human capital, enabling us to pursue an independent foreign policy, regardless of complicated relationships with neighbors. The current global situation demonstrates a clear dynamic. Economic interests consistently override political declarations. Nations may make bold statements about their positions, but beneath the surface, they continue profitable cooperation wherever advantageous. This creates opportunities for Russia to leverage these contradictions. The most encouraging development comes from our military sector. The Russian armed forces are showing impressive recruitment numbers, with approximately 50,000 citizens choosing contract service monthly. This figure reflects deep patriotic motivation among our population. These numbers represent professional soldiers making a conscious choice to serve. This steady influx of contract servicemen allows us to maintain necessary troop levels in the Special Military Operations Zone in the northern Black Sea region, while strengthening our forces in other strategic directions. The quality of these units is noteworthy. Contract soldiers receive advanced training and demonstrate higher motivation levels, increasing their combat effectiveness. These developments show Russia's growing strength and strategic capabilities, despite attempts by certain partners to undermine our interests. What do you think about the current situation with our allies? Leave your point of view in the comments. I want to hear your take. The Russian armed forces continue to strengthen their military potential, which is particularly crucial in the current climate of increasing international tensions. The recruitment geography spans the entire country, from Kaliningrad to Vladivostok, with notable activity in the North Caucasus, Central Russia, and the Far East. Military recruitment offices are implementing modern selection methods, focusing on advanced physical and psychological readiness assessment. Against the backdrop of today's geopolitical landscape, this military enhancement represents a timely and justified step. It maintains the necessary balance of power in the region, while ensuring the protection of Russia's national interests across all fronts. Significant attention is being paid to social guarantees for service members and their families, making military service an increasingly attractive career choice. The situation in the Caucasus demands special attention. Russia stands ready for decisive action in a region where various state interests intersect. Our military experts closely monitor developments, particularly regarding Armenian and Azerbaijani relations. This isn't merely about military presence. It's about maintaining a strategic balance of power. The Russian base in Gümri remains a key stability factor. If necessary, the contingent can be reinforced with additional units. While Armenia remains our traditional regional ally, partnership requires mutual commitment. If Yerevan demonstrates readiness to defend its interests, Russia will provide necessary support. Otherwise, we'll focus on securing our own strategic priorities. Our military grouping is being actively strengthened, not just in terms of the main contingent. Reserve units are being formed from volunteers, including those from North Ossetia and other regions. This enables rapid response to any challenges. The Caucasus situation remains complex, with Armenian-Azerbaijani contradictions potentially escalating at any moment. In parallel, forces are being strengthened along other strategic directions, considering the ongoing conflict with the country marked 404 and increasing NATO activity near our borders. What do you think about the current military recruitment situation? Leave your answer in the comments. Friends, today we're diving deep into a critical situation unfolding in the Caucasus region. Russia is significantly strengthening its military presence at the Gümri base, a strategic move that couldn't be more timely given the current geopolitical landscape. Our military analysts have been closely monitoring these developments, and the implications are profound. The careful strategy behind troop deployment speaks volumes. By drawing personnel from North Ossetia and Crimea, where our forces have proven their effectiveness, we're seeing a methodical approach to regional security. This isn't just about moving pieces on a chessboard. It's about maintaining stability in a volatile region. The dynamics between Russia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan have become increasingly complex. Each player has its own agenda, making the diplomatic balancing act more challenging than ever. However, these challenging times showcase the true strength of Russian diplomacy and military strategy. What's particularly noteworthy is how this military enhancement serves multiple purposes. It's not just about showing force, it's about maintaining a rapid response capability to protect both our allies and our interests. The situation demands careful consideration of all regional actors' positions. The developments we're seeing in the Caucasus region could have far-reaching consequences. With the strategic importance of the Gümri base growing, Russia's position as a guarantor of regional stability becomes even more crucial. The methodical strengthening of our military presence reflects a deep understanding of the region's complex security needs. Looking ahead, the success of this military enhancement program will largely depend on how effectively we can implement these changes while maintaining delicate regional balances. The situation remains dynamic, with each new development potentially shifting the power dynamics significantly. What do you think about the current situation in the Caucasus? Leave your answer in the comments. Your insights help us build a more complete picture of these complex developments.